We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show on the internet for you by us. Bro Talk, we're always on the market. Your main man, Jason, in the director's seat. As usual, let's kick it over to my main man, Dex. What up, bro?
Dexter Stuckey here. Super excited to be here. So like, you know how I always have like stories at the beginning of the day or whatever when we start the show? This week or today, actually, I realized that we're not going to have a Halloween. And I had like the best idea for a Halloween costume, and now I can't do it.
You can still do it. You can have Halloween at home.
No, I mean, it's so elaborate that if I was thinking, so maybe you could just do it for Bro Talk. But the costume is so elaborate that if I did it, it'll be like, you really should have went out and did something with that on.
Are you going to tell us what it is, or are you just still going to hold it?
I'm going to hold on to it because we might get a Halloween 2021.
Yeah, but Dex, like, you think whatever you make for Halloween this year is going to be applicable for 2021?
Yeah, it's like, it's a good one. It's
evergreen.
The costume.
You can dress up for us. Who better to dress up for than us?
That voice you hear is Ty the God. What up?
Hey, everybody. How are you? Just a little off today, so I'm getting it together.
Oh, the house is it's coming together. Like, I see a little shawl there on the back of the couch.
What shawl?
Getting some funds. Did you get a second stimulus check, unlike the rest of us?
No, I had all this stuff ready. My room is just air conditioned over here. I was a little hot.
Oh, conditioned. Come on, air. That's what I'm talking about. Central air, or you got one of them little things in a window?
I got a portable air conditioner.
The window seal.
Not in the window. It's a portable one. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay, yeah, the ones that you sit on the ground.
Yeah.
Got you. All right, Bill, what up?
I ain't got nothing in the window sill, but I'm alive and
Them eyes sitting. What you been smoking on?
I don't smoke. What is your whole? I really don't smoke.
Look at that stuttering, the denial. Look at all that. Giggling, sniggling. Uh-oh, here we go. Ping All Worlds today. Shout out to.
Oh, wait a minute. That's what it. Yes. So I need y'all to understand. So my All Worlds apparel has these new T-shirts. On the front, it says All Worlds Real Simple. But on the back, it says, any weapon formed against me shall not prosper. Okay?
Amen.
I forgot. Is this your clothing brand or?
It is not. It is not my clothing brand. It is a student that I coached who now plays basketball at a D1 school who I am sponsored by, you know? So make sure you all get your All Worlds apparel. You can follow them on Instagram at All Worlds Apparel and get what you need in this season.
Do we have this much time for a commercial, Jason?
And that is my Phillies hat with my name on it, also sponsored by Philadelphia Phillies. Wonderful. Let's carry on.
Let me see the name.
Right there.
That's cute. You got that at the mall?
The mall, girl, please. When we did the back when they were allowed to have people in sports venues and whatnot, we did the flag for the opening game, and they gave us all hats.
Arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. We want to remind everyone that that's still a thing because nothing has happened another week where we've been asking for this and nothing has happened. Ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous. People are still protesting. An American hero passed away this week, and while we usually don't cover celebrity deaths unless there's like a clear story behind it, we'd be remiss if we didn't acknowledge the work that John Lewis did for the Black community over his entire life. The son of sharecroppers who worked with Martin Luther King, who survived his skull getting cracked by police in Selma, Alabama. He inspired a president, and he died a congressman for over 33 years. A congressman of 33 years. That's amazing for someone who was the son of a sharecropper. He was a champion for voters' rights, playing an instrumental role in the 1965 passage of the Voting Rights Act. And yesterday, the House of Representatives approved a proposal to rename a bill meant to restore a key provision of the Voting Rights Act that has sat on Mitch McConnell's desks for years. The John R. Lewis Voting Rights Act. That's what it's going to be called now. This law will make it illegal for states to alter election laws without federal approval. Current U.S. Attorney Bill Barr U.S. Attorney General, I should say, Bill Barr, felt the spirit of John Lewis today when he was chided for bringing up the name of the dearly departed congressman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Attorney General Barr, you started your testimony with eloquent words about the life and legacy of John Lewis, fighting systematic racism, voter intimidation, civil rights. The one thing that you have in common with your two predecessors, both Attorney General Sessions and Attorney General Whitaker, is that when you all came here and brought your top staff, you brought no black people. That, sir, is systematic racism. That is exactly what John Lewis spent his life fighting. And so I would just suggest that actions speak louder than words, and you really should keep the name of the Honorable John Lewis out of the Department of Justice's mouth.
Got them together. Trump, when asked if he'd be paying his respects.
No, I won't be going. No.
That was that.
I was not invited.
I'm sure John Lewis won't be too upset. Any words on John Lewis, guys? The passing of American legend.
Just thank you for it. You don't get to tell these kind of people these kinds of things, but thank you for what you've done for us. And I think they need to do a little more. Like maybe let's rename the Edmund Pettus Bridge, a bridge named after a KKK Grand Dragon. Let's name that the John Lewis Memorial Bridge.
There's a petition for that actually going around.
Look at me, I'm a prophet to the nations.
I think for me, like with the whole John Lewis thing, I think what's upsetting and what's sad to me about it is that we're in a big movement right now for racial justice and inequalities and whatnot. And he, as someone who was on the forefront of that, he's no longer here to see this stuff happen, because we're going to get through it. I think we're going to see some progress, and I think it really sucks that he's not here to see the progress that's going to be made from foundations that he started.
You know what I think is even worse is that he spent his entire life fighting for it. Why is that something that had to span his entire life, and it's still going right now?
Yeah. It's everyone who's ever fought for it has been spending their entire life and hasn't seen or been able to reap the rewards yet. So we're wondering if that would actually ever happen. So rest in peace, John Lewis. We appreciate everything that you have done for us all. All right, moving on. Megan Thee Stallion. We talked about her last week. And we talked about this story with Megan, getting stopped by police. You see her here limping out of the car. But she has since been comfortable enough to speak on some of it, revealing that she wasn't just shot in one foot, that she had bullets in both feet when she was doing this limping from the car with the trail of blood. And she eventually just, kneeled down on the side of the curb while police figured out what was going on. She took the time to speak about this issue on her Instagram account.
And I just want to say thank y'all so much, because y'all really been the ones that been helping me get through this. I was shot in both of my feet. I was shot in both of my feet, and I had to get surgery to get the shit taken out, get the bullets taken out. And it was super scary. And it's not funny. There's nothing to joke about. It was nothing for y'all to start going and making up fake stories about. I didn't put my hands on nobody. I didn't deserve to get shot. I didn't do shit. And it's not that I was protecting anybody. I just wasn't ready to speak. That's not no shit you just immediately get on the internet and start talking about. Imagine being 25 and you don't have both of your parents. My mama was my best friend. She, I'm still really not over that. So you You kind of try to fill like your space with a bunch of people that you think is making you happy.
It's sad. It's crazy sad, and that's not all. The whole Instagram is like a 16-minute Instagram, and it wasn't all sad. She decided to speak also about the people who are making memes out of her, at her expense.
Y'all niggas just wake up, get on the internet, and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna say this today because this is gonna give me some like. This is gonna be funny." Like, what if your motherfucking sister got shot? Or what if your motherfucking girlfriend got shot? What if your motherfucking best friend got shot?
One of those people she was referencing was probably 50 Cent, who has since apologized for his role, saying, "Damn, I didn't think this was real. It sounded so crazy. I'm glad you're feeling better, and I hope you accept my apology. I posted a meme that was floating around. I wouldn't have done that if I knew you was really hurt. Sorry." Megan also has something to say to the women who let her down.
And you out of your mind ass bitches. Are y'all? Ugh. It's not even are y'all fucking dumb. It's yes, we know you're fucking dumb. It's just how many times are you gonna show me you fucking dumb? A lot of y'all silly motherfuckers just don't be having no morals or don't be having no code to stand on. But, that's on y'all. And somebody gonna take care of your ass. Karma gonna take care of your ass. I ain't gotta do it.
And when she emphasized dumb, we knew she could only be talking about one person in particular, and that's Drea, who originally had this to say about the whole issue.
I'll take it.
I predict that they had some sort of Bobby and Whitney love that, drove them down this Snapped-esque type of road. And I'm here for it. I like that. I want you to like me so much you shoot me in the foot too.
But as long as
What the whoa?
wait, no, that is very Drea-like.
Drop a grenade. What the you what?
I want you to like me so much that if I'm trying to get out the car and you're like, no, sit your fucking ass in the car. And I'm like, no, nigga, I'm fucking getting out the car. No, you're not.
He shoots you in the foot.
Wow.
Yeah. You gonna fucking shut that nigga.
No, I'm not going
in
nowhere.
This moment,
How you gonna?
Drea just went viral. Guys.
Yeah. I'm just and look, and she's looking like okay.
I like niggas.
When you say niggas, what do you mean? Niggas who are prone to violence
But she's
against
not
black
saying
people?
black people. No, she don't like black men. She said niggas. There's a difference. And
Right.
people don't understand the difference. She like niggas, and I get what you're saying.
I know.
You want to feel threatened at all times.
That's what I just
You want
want.
to
You don't wanna
be
feel
in
safe.
Cheesecake Factory, wondering how it's gonna turn out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want.
I might
if
get
my
popped
man
after
tells
the
me to
calamari.
sit down or don't get out this car, I want to be like, I'm not about to get out this car because this nigga might shoot.
Whoa,
me.
hold on, stop.
Stupidity. She apologized also, as if 50 Cent, for her attempt at being funny, but it looks like it was too late for all that. One Twitter user noticed that Savage Fendi still follows Megan, but does not follow Drea. There used to be a partnership between those two. And Meg's pictures are still up while I see none of Drea. So I think they have truly severed ties. So then people have started speculating that, Savage Rihanna's company had fired Drea, who was one of their clients. Drea kind of spoke to that in an Instagram post, I should say, with the caption, "Income less than outcome." What the hell does that mean?
Jesus.
What does
She
that
need to go and pick up that little boy she done dropped off at a mammy's house and raise him because she ain't got good sense.
What does that even mean? So I guess that means that her outcome is greater than the income that she's getting currently. I guess, whatever. How do you feel about the reaction to this Meg story? Because I was on Twitter yesterday, and up and down the timeline, everybody was saying, if she was white, or this isn't getting enough attention, or this should be worldwide news. And I'm like, if everyone's saying that, then that means everyone's talking about it. Like, I saw literally all up and down my timeline. What is it about this that people still want attention for?
Like the Drea stuff or the Megan stuff?
No, the Megan Thee Stallion stuff.
I think
we don't know what happened. We don't.
I think that's what it is, and I think people are directed in the wrong place. Like, I think that we want information, but the person who's supposed to give us the information is Megan, and it doesn't seem like she's willing or interested in giving that information out yet. And I think that's where people are upset about, because usually if something happens with celebrities, we would know about it. Like this, what happened in the car with Megan and Tory is like an unsolved mystery. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, yeah, so it just kind of gets the whole point where it's like, well, we want to know what happened in this situation. Like, I think people want justice for Megan, but it's like, what exactly are we fighting for? We don't know what happened. I don't think we know is you got shot, and we need more information on that.
Yeah, and soon after it happened, I remember, like, it was like the next day or the day after, she went on Twitter and she told everybody to stop talking about it and stop speculating, and she would talk when she's ready. And yesterday was the first day she talked, and people were like, "Oh, the media failed her. She needs think pieces and stuff like that."
Think pieces?
I don't get it.
Already moved in her foot.
She still didn't give us that much information,
and that was my point.
More from what she said than what we knew from before. Only thing she said is like, we learned that both feet were shot, and we learned that it's not a joke, and that she was upset and afraid.
That's it.
We understand that, but people still don't know what happened. I guess they're not going to know what happened. So I'm apparently she doesn't want to share.
She hasn't said Tory Lanez's name once. She hasn't even said that she was in the car with him. For all we know, he wasn't even in the car, according to her. But she never filed a police report. So I don't know what people want us to do with the story. I mean, we'll talk about it. We wish her well, but this is as much coverage we can give it, don't you think?
Real Colin Kaepernick-ish.
Stop it.
Yeah, I think basically that maybe their point is that we shouldn't be making fun.
I get that. Yeah, the memes were terrible, but there were also people saying this isn't getting enough coverage. And I'm like, what coverage?
And I know it's going to be slightly unpopular with today's culture and whatnot, but why shouldn't we be making fun?
Well, somebody was shot.
Someone got shot, Bill. It was close to.
People get shot every day.
Oh gosh, the U.S. Moving on. Trump has a new pawn for his goal of completely destroying the Republic of America. And her name is Dr. Stella Emanuel.
Jesus help us.
She's a controversial doctor and quote unquote minister of the good word.
And menace to society.
And you right with the quote unquote.
From Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas, baby. Who along that's your hometown. Who along with a bunch of equally crazy white people in white coats held a news conference on the steps of the Supreme Court claiming to have the cure for COVID-19. The event was organized by the this is hard to say, the right-wing group Tea Party Patriots, which is backed by wealthy Republican donors. This is what she had to say.
This virus has a cure. It is called hydroxychloroquine, zinc, and Zitromax. I know people want to talk about mask. Hello? You don't need mask. There is a cure. I know they don't want to open schools. No, you don't need people to be locked down. There is prevention and there is a cure. And let me tell you something. All you fake doctors out there that tell me, oh yeah, I want a double-blinded studies. I just tell you, quit sounding like a computer, double-blinded. I don't know whether your chips are malfunctioning, but I'm a real doctor. I'm not going to let Americans die. And if this is the mountain, if this is the hill where I get nailed on, I will get nailed on it. I don't care. You can report me to the boards, you can kill me, you can do whatever, but I'm not going to let Americans die. And today I'm here to say it, that America, there is a cure for COVID. All this foolishness does not need to happen. There is a cure for COVID. There is a cure for COVID. It's called hydroxychloroquine, it's called zinc, it's called Zitromax. And it is time for the grassroots to wake up and say, no, we're not going to take this any longer. We're not going to die. Because let me tell you something. When somebody is dead, they are dead.
Double-blinded. Amazing.
You don't mess with her accent like that.
Donald Trump Jr. actually got put into Twitter jail after posting this video on his page. CNN reporting Twitter restricted Donald Trump Jr.'s ability to tweet after he posted a video featuring a doctor making false claims about coronavirus cures and stating that people don't need masks. So that's why they suspended him. His father also retweeted multiple versions of the video, but was not punished because they were retweets and not actual posts. Like Donald Trump Jr. ripped the video from the internet and then posted it on his own account. But why does Twitter not trust this source? Here is Exhibit A. This is a picture of the clinic and church.
Oh, girl.
Dr.
No, ma'am. No. No.
Not a print shop as well. Listen.
And according to a report from
back of a TLC bookshop, honey. What is this?
this is our clinic in church, and according print shop Gibson Moore as well. According to reports from sources like the Daily Beast, who are excellent at investigative journalism, Sis is out there. Emmanuel, a pediatrician and religious minister, has a history of making bizarre claims about medical topics and other issues. She has often claimed that gynecological problems like cysts and endometriosis are in fact caused by people having sex in their dreams with demons and witches.
Oh, God.
She also alleges alien DNA is currently used in medical treatments and that scientists are cooking up a vaccine to prevent people from being religious. She's also saying that the government is controlled by reptilians and other aliens, although she wants to see Trump. She's also saying that people can tell if they have taken a demonic spirit husband or spirit wife. Get this, if they have a sex dream about someone they know or a celebrity, wake up aroused, stop getting along with their real world spouse,
Wake up aroused if you
or generally experience any type of hardship. So that Sis is out here. And of course, our good friends Diamond and Silk and the rest of the Republican train thinks that Dr. Emmanuel is brilliant.
Of course.
Their spin is world class. Black people are disproportionately affected by this virus. So why are they trying to silence doctors, including a black doctor who can save lives, including black lives? The spin is great.
A Diamond and Silk share an account?
They
You know they do. They both.
So, how do you feel about this doctor? Do you think she'll stay around for long, or do you think she'll be out soon?
No, she's a quack doctor, so she'll be gone soon.
Trump, he did have a press conference today, and that was the last question they asked him before he walked out, and he just walked away.
I think she's fabulous.
Even after retweeting all those videos.
This scares me because when I'm listening to it, I'm like, okay, like when people say these types of things, because I had so many people send this to me in my inbox this morning, and I'm looking at it like, what am I supposed to do with this? And when I see stuff like this, I'm always like, okay, like if you believe this, you think it's true, you think it's cool, then go catch it and then test it on yourself. Like you believe it. So like, I don't believe it, so I won't do it. But it's very easy for you to catch COVID. Apparently, like you can get it very easily. So go ahead, do it, do what you got to do to catch COVID. And then take the stuff. Like, just do that. I'm more concerned, actually, with my position on Bro Talk Live because I think that this lady is going to take over from Dex's BS Report. Like, that scares me. Like, she is on. Look, I make up some stories, but she makes up some.
Hashtag double blinded.
I just want you to know if you wake up aroused, you have a demon spouse, and you've been raping your. What the hell was that?
Don't hit on that. Which sex? Oh, Kanye, girl. Read these tarot cards.
Which sex? Don't hate on it.
I'm gonna get homeboy that was in your mentions. Don't play with me tonight today, okay? I don't have time.
She did let Trump know that she is in town and she is willing to meet with him if he wants.
I bet because his ass. See, he said he takes it as well, which I don't believe. Like I don't believe that he takes it. As I said before, I guarantee you, if they test him, there won't be one trace of that shit in his blood.
In other news, when asked about the cognitive test the White House made him take a couple of weeks ago, Trump made himself once again look like a fool on national television.
And it was 30 or 35 questions. The first questions are very easy. The last questions are much more difficult. Like a memory question, it's like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV. So they say, could you repeat that? So I said, yeah. So it's person, woman, man, camera, TV. Okay, that's very good. If you get it in order, you get extra points. Okay, now he's asking you other questions, and then 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes later, they say, remember the first question? Not the first, but the 10th question? Give us that again. Can you do that again? And you go person, woman, man, camera, TV. If you get it in order, you get extra points. They said nobody gets it in order. It's actually not that easy, but for me it was easy. And that's not an easy question. In other words, they ask it to you, they give you 5 names, and you have to repeat them, and that's okay. If you repeat them out of order, it's okay, but you know, it's not as good. But then when you go back about 20, 25 minutes later, and they say, go back to that question. They don't tell you this. Go back to that question and repeat them. Can you do it? And you go, person, woman, man, camera, TV. They say, that's amazing. How did you do that? I do it because I have like a good memory, because I'm cognitively there.
Listen, only crackheads walk into the room and holler they don't like crack.
But guess what?
So I want to do this last week, but we ran out of time, so I figured this week is as good as any. So here's a sample of the test that Trump took, the exact test, the Montreal Cognitive Assessment, the MOCA. And let's just go through it. So firstly, you have to match up the numbers with the letters. So for instance, if 1 is A, what is 2, Dex?
No, don't do this to me.
Come on.
So my question is, this test is for what? To make sure he doesn't have Alzheimer's or something?
Make sure he's cognitively there, as he said. If 1 is A, Dex, what is 2?
And gave him this test?
Dex, if 1 is A and 2 is B, what is 3, Dex?
C.
Oh, thank you. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, because for you guys that are watching on the podcast or listening on the podcast, the graphic that he shows, like it says 1 begin and it points to the A, and then there's a A pointing to the 2. So I wasn't sure like where they were trying to go with this. But
so Dex, you're right with Trump. All right, so then he had to copy a cube. I think Dex you can copy a cube, right, Dex?
Can I copy a cube?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this test? Like, why am I doing the issue?
I just learned how to do a cube because I had a lot of difficulty with it. Lord have mercy.
Then you're told to draw a clock 10 past.
Wait, hold on. I got a more important question. Ty, when you was in middle school, you ain't used to make them little box passes?
No, I never did that.
He was not talented enough.
No, I wasn't corny enough.
Then you had to name a lion, a rhinoceros, and a camel. I should have asked Dex what that third animal was. I don't think he would have.
I would have got it wrong because I'm looking at that like, is that a giraffe? Why is that giraffe?
And here goes the memory question. So here's my 5 words. You guys ready? Who wants to take it first?
Let me do it.
Okay. My 5 words. My 5 words are ranch, sock, top, screwdriver, and diaper.
Ranch, top, screwdriver, and diaper.
So later on in the show,
Dex, can you say it? Do you remember what he just said, Dex?
I wasn't listening fully.
Okay, are you listening fully this time?
What? Okay, fine. Yeah,
I'm just asking. You're listening? Okay. Ranch, sock. Don't write it down. What you doing? We can see you. We can see you.
Are you writing it?
Hey, go ahead. Ranch, sock.
Ranch, sock, top, screwdriver, diaper.
Oh, ranch, sock, top, screwdriver, diaper.
So you have to remember later in the show, like an hour later, you have to be able to say it again.
But no, I know I would feel it. That I'd literally will be doing something and don't even remember what I was just doing a second ago.
Yeah, I don't think I'm cognitively well enough to be president.
I actually don't remember this. I don't even remember now. And Sleepy Joe can't do it either.
And you knew Sleepy
Joe can't do it. Neither can Donald Trump because he didn't get this right either.
Guys,
I want to see the score that the doctor scored. Like he keeps talking about his score on this test. Why can't he release the score? I want to see his
mind your business. Like, why do you really need to know all this information?
Because he runs the country. Bankruptcies is in charge of all the money for the world.
Well, then y'all should have done this test like last in 4 years ago when him and Hillary were getting ready to run or whatever. Do the test then while y'all was asking for him to release his taxes.
Hey Bill, what was the 5?
I'm sorry.
What was the 5?
Ranch, sock,
screwdriver, and diaper.
All right, so that was 2 minutes. Then Ty, we gotta come back in 5, right? All right, moving on because we're definitely running behind. And lastly, Joe Biden is under fire for calling Trump the first racist president, despite numerous presidents.
A race that's given to him.
literally owning slaves.
Well, in Joe Biden's defense, and I don't defend Mr. Biden that often, but in Joe Biden's defense, with early onset dementia, Trump is probably the only president that he remembers being racist. That's what
he asked Joe to take the test. At the end of that interview, he said, "I want Joe to take the test."
I that Joe is not cognitively well, to be honest with you. But the thing is, I don't think Trump is any better.
Dex, you think Joe is at early onset?
Yeah, it's startup.
I would pay pay-per-view. I would pay $69.95 to see Joe Biden versus Donald Trump in this cognitive test live on television. Like, I would pay $70 of my own money.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I would do it. So
let's get ready to read.
I think we can get out of our deficit if we just go ahead and just do that. Okay. All right, and that was the news.
Crazy, to be honest with you. He really does.
Ridiculous. Time for some updates on just two stories quickly as we get out of this segment. Terry Crews has a new message for us. Are you guys ready for the new message?
No. Well, why is he here again?
Conquer our own negativity, which is an acronym or an acrostic, right? It would be an acrostic too.
Shut up, Terry.
Wait a second. I think it's amazing that you make Will and I take a cognitive test. Huh?
He made you take a cognitive test. I volunteered for it.
Then when you see this written a certain type of way, you ask Ty the intellectual question, like, what would it be? I won't be disrespected.
Do you know what acrostic is, Dex?
Absolutely not.
I asked the person with a master's degree in English because
I have a master's degree too.
I don't have a master's in English, but
okay.
Yeah.
Not in English. Okay, you're right. You do have a master's degree. You're right, Dex.
I have two though, Dex. That's why he asked me first.
Oh please, he just thinks it's stupid. That's
the question we ought to be asking is: should it really be called a master's degree?
Do you like the acronym? Conquering our own negativity.
No, he's really sick. He needs to take the test too.
Wait, did he do that because people are calling him a coon? He thinks that's what it means.
He's rebranding it. You know how we took nigga and then we just kind of repurposed it.
Rebranding collective agreement, and we don't agree. Like they're a coon, and that's not what we mean when we're calling you.
He's making it a term of endearment.
No, we're not. No.
That's not what how people use the N word against us. It don't mean that.
Cool with the hard with the hard end.
Hard N.
A hard R.
Is there a soft N?
Speaking of coons,
Dex, when we last heard from Kanye, he was in the middle of a meltdown, mental health emergency that he seemingly didn't want help out of. But since then, he's claimed that he's been wanting a divorce from his wife for years after alluding that she and rapper Meek Mill sound like MTV News host Kurt Loder, alluding that she and Meek Mill met at the Waldorf for an affair. Alleged. The Waldorf Astoria.
Into the Waldorf thing.
They were meeting for quote unquote prison reform, but yeah, it wasn't the only thing getting reformed around there. According to Kanye, allegedly before the Mets kicked in. He has since apologized for that claim in a recent tweet saying, "I would like to apologize to my wife Kim for going public with something that was a private matter. I did not cover her like she has covered me. To Kim, I want to say, I know I hurt you. Please forgive me. I thank you for always being there."
But he didn't say it wasn't like it didn't happen. He's like, I should have not told anyone that happened.
Yes. You have a point. He did not deny the allegations that he once made or take them back.
Ooh, we don't care. Ooh.
The two were recently reunited in a Wendy's drive-thru in Wyoming in a car strategically without tents because they can't afford tents apparently.
She's got a new face. Who's that?
She's crying.
No, it's moving. That face is moving.
That was staged. Somebody called the paparazzi so they can photograph them.
Yeah,
he didn't have to be there. Like, why were you at Wendy's any damn way?
We continue to wish Kanye the best in his recovery, and hope that he gets.
Where's the album?
that he needs. The album was supposed to come out last week, but
Taylor Swift dropped one. That man was shook. Ain't know what to do with himself.
Ain't know what to do.
That album was depressing. You had Taylor Swift album. Good.
All of our albums are depressing. I'm not understanding. But
time for Q&A.
Hey yo!
Hey, pretty good time. Look at us. Did a whole test and everything.
Come on, it's time for Q&A.
Hold on, before we do Q&A, Will, what was those 5 words?
Oh yeah, what's the 5 words?
Are we doing this right now?
Yeah.
Are we doing this right now? Ranch, sock, top, screwdriver, and diaper.
Good job. Oh, you should have made Dex do it. That's you should have.
I know them. I know it.
We'll ask you in 5 more minutes.
Excuse me. I signed up for the test. I volunteered. I'm not stupid. Okay.
I'm not stupid.
You are stupid.
Time for Q&A.
Right, here we go. Q&A. UQ, we A. Your life is messed up. We've got it together. Here's where we show you that much. Ahem. Maybe she's ugly. Oh, she's definitely ugly if you got to ask. Telling teachers what to teach. Get yourself, take the practice, and then you can do the same. The boss's pet. Get a new job. And STFU about cats. How about you get a dog? All right, what's next? If you have a question.
Those had nothing to do with what Will said.
Absolutely. No. What are we doing, guys?
Maybe she's ugly sounds messy.
Sounds real messy.
It does. All right, let's do it. I am good.
1, 3, and 4 are probably the best ones. So.
All right, let's go with 1.
It's long. First warning, long.
Oh my God! Don't give me
that live. There we go.
Y'all really be wearing me out.
It's long, but it's like.
It's like, all blurry. Is that my eyes or is that the screen?
No,
do you need me to remove the logo?
It's my eyes too, but I'm going to go for it. Thank you. I'm a tattoo artist. I own my own shop and am pretty well known within my city's tattoo scene. Well, hit me up because I need to get a nice tattoo.
Boy.
I also have a very particular art style and very rarely divert from this style. Why fix what isn't broken? This style does not include portraits, and I have not done a portrait tattoo in years. So, my cousin had been throwing not so subtle hints every single time I'd seen him since he became a father 3 years ago. This cousin and I aren't particularly close. After 3 years, he just straight up asked if I could give him a tattoo of his daughter. I, not being a portrait artist and taking my art very seriously, said no. I did give him recommendations for the best artists in the city who do portraits and could probably give him a discount if they knew he was my cousin. He did not give up. Anyways, I gave him the portrait and it turned out just how I expected. I mean, it's not the worst tattoo, but it's not great. I did try my best, but again, not my style. My cousin lost his crap, telling me I'm awful, refusing to pay, and telling me that I made his daughter look ugly. Maybe his daughter is ugly. I was pretty heated, so I said, well, maybe your daughter is. See, I'm telling y'all, I know the way. And then slammed the door and locked him out of the shop. Most of my family now thinks I'm a butthole for bringing an innocent child into this. Whatever. I don't think it matters because that's not really the point. And it's not like I said it to her face. Oh, so you scared. Oh, okay.
To the daughter's face? So rude.
I don't plan to apologize, but I'm interested in an unbiased opinion. Did I take it too far?
I love that. I don't plan to apologize. That's only something I would say.
Right up your alley.
Very you.
I think that you took it too far. Not the part about saying that maybe the daughter is ugly because I mean she might be, but
come on, guys.
Maybe the age on there. Well, I guess you'll be 3 or 4 at this point.
Yeah.
No, you know what they look like at 3 or 4. So
oh my God.
You can have that opinion. When they're younger, you don't really know, but 3 or 4, that's what you look like. So with that being said, I think that if you knew this wasn't something that you do, like you don't do tattoos like this or whatever, I just would say no, and like that's the end of it. Like you took it too far by doing that tattoo in the first place. Like you knew that there was a.
He warned them.
Yeah, but you knew that like this is your work now. Like this is something that you put out there, and you have to brand it with your name on it and stuff. So like now when he talks about this tattoo, that's something like that's a negative review on you, and you didn't have to do that. Like why do something that you know you're not?
He said he didn't back down. I mean, what you supposed to do? Someone just won't back down.
If you continuously ask me to do something that I know I can't do, I'm going to keep telling you that I'm not good at it. I'm not going to do it because why would I put my name on something that I can't do well?
I get you, but it's still at the end of the day, it's a tattoo. So if you're a tattoo artist,
you fucked up. Like you shouldn't have did it. Like you should have kept saying no. But so like I mean, I wouldn't say apologize or anything like that. But you made a mistake, and I mean you have to deal with it now. It is what it is. You fucked up.
Who effed up? The person who asked them, who repeatedly asked them after they turned it down, or the person who did the tattoo? I mean, because the guy who did the tattoo doesn't have
tattoo my body who literally told me that they don't know how to do it. Like that was really dumb.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jason, give me a tattoo. Like absolutely not.
Well, Soulja Boy just got all his tattoos removed off his face, so it's possible that you can get it
right in time for his birthday. Today's his birthday. Happy birthday, Soulja!
You can remove them, you can fix them, they can do all types of stuff now.
Soulja Boy's 30. He's one of the pioneers of
Soulja Boy's only 30.
He's 30. Yeah, 30 years old.
Can you imagine that at such a young age you ruined an entire culture?
Ruined? Oh my gosh, he's spouted all these people. Young Thug, the Migos.
I love Soulja Boy.
Juice WRLD. They're all Soulja Boy.
Credit.
I love Soulja Boy too because he gave us such hits such as Swagster.
He didn't ruin anything. He didn't stop people from producing.
He just created something new.
That's their fault. They decided to copy off him.
Something new. He gave us something new. Remember that song? What was that song with Bow Wow that he had? Marco Polo. A hit.
Yo, let me tell y'all my favorite Soulja Boy song.
That's what we're doing, or we're going to the next Q&A.
You there. Hey, you there. Hey, you there. I see you over there. I want you to come here. Please, please. I'm sorry. What are we doing next?
Didn't Jason say number 2? Telling
2 or 3. I mean, you guys are teachers. It's not a funny question, but it's a decent question.
Telling is fine.
And 4.
4.
Because honey, school don't start for another few months. Let it go.
I heard that y'all go back into November, so
okay. Go ahead and start your own school, and you can decide who teaching what. Okay.
Another long one.
Jesus Christ!
You should listen to me.
Can you move that?
It's just my girlfriend.
My girlfriend was a big animal lover, but she never had a pet before because her sister had a deadly allergy. She moved in with me during COVID, and it was wonderful at first. I have 2 cats. She's obsessed with them. She's always playing with them and spoiling them. At first, it was adorable, but now it's annoying. All she can talk about are the mother cats. If she's not playing with them, she's talking about them and their day. While I'm at work, she sends me pictures of them. She's on summer break and can't work because of the COVID. And what? And sound
it out. Say it again.
Immunocompromised.
Immunocompromised.
I'm done.
Just immunocompromised. 2 words.
Today, I walked into the kitchen expecting dinner, but instead,
expecting. Hold up, expecting.
Expectancy in his heart. But instead, she just showed me that she baked cat. You bake cat food in the same place you make real food? Oh, see, that's why you don't eat out of everybody's kitchen. I asked her what we were eating, and she just said, "I don't know. Let's order in. I'm too tired to cook." But you wouldn't get. Oh, see, no, couldn't be mine. I got pissed and told her about wasting her time baking cat treats when we could just buy some for $2. She got mad and defended the treats. So I told her that I don't want to see any more photos of the cats at work and that she can shut the F word up about them because they are just cats who do nothing but poop in the box. They don't do ish.
Ish.
The cats also don't even like her that much. She's too much for them. I've noticed they've been spending more time in the laundry room or under the beds, more than usual lately. Hiding, I suspect. I definitely want to break up with her, but I feel bad for putting her sick behind out in the streets in the pandemic. Do I owe her that much? Child, please. You took her in your house during the pandemic. Put her tail out.
You can't put her out just because she loves your cats too much. Don't you think that's a ridiculous reason?
Here you go. Put her out with the cats.
To take.
You ain't got to worry about her nor the cats. You put them both out together.
Curtis said they don't like her big treats.
They hide under the trees. That's where they hiding from.
I mean, she cooking cat treats in your oven. Do you think that's a big deal? I mean, it's Whole Foods.
Can I tell y'all something real quick? Story. A friend of ours, a friend of the show, had a kid. Never mind, I'm not doing that.
No, I want to hear it. Do I know this?
No.
Where's this going? I want to know.
Todd, don't turn off your thing just because
y'all gotta watch the cats. That's all I'm saying. Y'all gotta watch cats.
No, you gotta tell the story now.
You'll look up and they'll be clawing out your screen, escaping from your house and running from you.
Tell the story.
No, that's all I'm saying.
Todd, stop turn off the camera every time you take a drink. It's not that deep.
You're not drinking. That's in scorpion.
It's not deep.
I'm in a very high position. I can't be on camera.
Oh my gosh, you're disallowed to drink.
I'm not like you people.
People.
We are not the same.
This drink that I'm having right now, like I promise to God, like this isn't liquor. This is actually a vanilla Coke, and I know I shouldn't be drinking vanilla Cokes, but I saw
a red cup.
It's not a beer either.
I'm drinking ginger ale. Okay, ginger ale, and then I'm going to lay down because I'm not sick, but ginger ale and lay down is still.
I don't know why we're doing disclaimers like we're not on. Well,
is your stomach upset?
Well, it could be.
I just drink ginger ale, just period. Y'all don't drink
your stomach unsettled? Like I've never drank ginger ale unless I absolutely have to.
You don't? I just drink ginger ale.
I drink ginger ale just to drink it.
Me too.
The only kind of ginger ale you should be drinking though is Seagram's or Schweppes. You should never.
No, not the Schweppes.
Dex, you
I like it dry. I don't like it.
Ain't nobody drinking no Schweppes.
Schweppes.
What the hell is a Schweppes?
Under the rug. That's what schwepping you under the rug.
I don't even think we answered that person's question, did we?
Well, we're not going to.
Do I owe her that much? Do I put her ass out on the street? Do I owe her that?
Put her out. There's no need to put her out.
Honestly, like you just have to deal with it because like this woman is there because of the COVID virus. Like you can't put her out. She can't go nowhere else. You just have to deal with it.
I'm going to tell you what I say in chapter 1 of my book, Wisdom Wednesday, the book. Chapter 1, nobody owes you shit. You don't owe her nothing. Put her tail out. And you can get the book. Link is in my bio on Amazon. $20. Thanks. Carry on.
Dex, they said Schweppes was the worst one. I agree. Schweppes is terrible.
What y'all be drinking? Canada Dry?
Canada Dry.
Yeah, Canada Dry is the best.
It's the only ginger ale to drink.
Or Seagram's.
Ain't nobody drinking it.
Just a time. The next verses was announced, and although it doesn't involve Ashanti, it should still be pretty good. Rick Ross versus 2 Chainz coming up at this.
Really?
Is it this Thursday or next Thursday? Next Thursday, August 6th. On Apple Music and Versus. We're not getting a sponsorship from this. Who wins? Who do you think wins? Rick Ross or 2 Chainz?
My birthday brother, Rick Rose.
Rick Ross.
Rick Ross. You think Rick Ross really?
I don't like.
You guys get Rick Ross a lot. I think 2 Chainz has a lot of bangers and features.
And I think Two Chainz will kill it in features. I think his first album was phenomenal. And you know, there's a 2 Chainz before there's 2 Chainz. Like when he was like Titty Boy and all that. He has some music or whatever, but I'm just biased because I'm a fan of Rick Ross.
Rick Ross does have a lot of hits. It's going to be a good battle. So what are some other good matchups floating out there? I mean, I heard Chris Brown and Usher. Do you think that's a good battle, or is it he can't do that because that's his spawn?
Chris Brown couldn't sit in the same store as Usher. Usher would mop him from here until eternity with his catalog.
I don't know. I think Chris Brown, like, because he has more music and stuff like that. Like, Chris Brown has been around for a while, and I think he could really compete with anybody, honestly.
I'm a fan of Chris Brown, but I didn't like the way he kind of dismissed the whole verse thing as if he were too good for it, because he's not. Like, you're not that good. You can do
he didn't dismiss it. He said, this is what he said. He said, I guess people were saying that it's not a good matchup because Usher has quote unquote classics and Chris Brown, kind of has been making the same music for the last 10 years. Chris Brown said, what we're not going to do is cap. I could do a verses off of features alone, so I'll humbly decline.
There's nothing humble about that.
Don't say anything.
Also, you don't have a catalog that spans as far as Usher's. Usher would mop you with the floor. You've done nothing inspiring. Carry on.
That's not true.
Chris Brown has a lot of hits. I mean, he kind of has.
I just didn't like his response.
I'm sure he does have. I'm sure.
I don't think that. I do think Usher would win though.
Wait, what did you just say?
I said Anita Baker and Toni Braxton would be great.
Oh, Anita Baker. Good Lord.
Marie would be great.
Someone in her. I won't be as structural as possible. I like Anita Baker. Like, she's one of my faves. But I feel like Anita Baker is a little older than Toni Braxton.
Yes, you would have to do like Shaka Khan or somebody like that.
Yeah, like Sade. I think Anita Baker Sade would be a good.
Or Anita Baker and Gladys Knight.
That's a try. Like Gladys Knight.
Yeah, Gladys.
You just say anything, Dick.
That's shady.
I think that's a good one.
That's shady.
A-Marie and Ashanti.
People don't like
A-Marie has one song. Like, why would you put her up against anybody? No, A-Marie could go up against me.
I would like to see Faith Evans and Mary J.
That would be a good one.
That would be good.
Good one.
I think A-Marie and Tweet would be good though.
A half-hour special.
6 minutes.
That would be a YouTube clip.
A-Marie and Tierra Marie.
Tweet, I love Tweet, but
All right.
Carry on.
Going off of you, Dex. Have you lost your mind, Anita and Tony?
I didn't say that. Will said that.
Who was another one that we said? We said something in like the group.
Anita and Tony sing the same kind of music.
They sing the same kind of music, but they're two different eras.
They said A-Marie and Sunshine Anderson.
Two different eras, but they sing the same type of. That was your suggestion? You replace Tony and please.
Home late. Ashanti versus Keisha Cole was a good one too, Dex. What happened to that? They said Ashanti accepted it, but it wasn't official or something. Right?
I don't think anybody ever really wanted to see this. People were texting me, "Yo, Ashanti accepted Keisha Cole's request for the battle," and I'm like, but nobody asked them to do it. It wasn't like a thing where they're like, Keisha challenge somebody, and Ashanti. Nobody's checking for the two of y'all. What to do that? Y'all really manufactured that on your own. I love it. Like, I love that you manufactured a story and tried to force people into it, but nobody asked for that.
Okay. All right, moving on. Rest of time. Better Blast. Better Blast. These are two blasts. I want you to tell me which one is the better one. The first one I'm going to play on silent, then I'll play the actual sound of it. I just want to get you guys' reaction on camera for this first one. Car's going. He rolled over. Here goes the sound.
Whoa! Is he getting up?
He's getting up, so he did survive.
You know what I saw though? I saw a red hat.
Oh my God! So you're saying he deserved it?
I'm just saying I saw a red hat.
We said red. He wasn't wearing the red hat. The red hat was somebody else.
He on the clown wig.
He had a clown wig.
No, it turned into a red hat.
Clown wigs are racist because they're afros.
Huh? I need that without the sound every time.
Without the
look where he landed, right on that.
God, he's hurt.
He's like the rest of his life. His back was already hurting if he had to carry that gut.
Oh my God. The next one from the bigger blast category goes to this one. We're gonna play it with the sound first. She goes back and clears it out. Like she's clearing it out, like the spot where the stuff where she gets blasted in the face and then crawls
wearing
out.
a mask. Like she's trying to be safe from corona.
I do love that she had a mask on. Now that is gold. What's even funnier though is that the person who's recording this is obviously just looking at her like from their apartment or whatever, and just like, would you look at this? Look at this! Like they were probably so shocked that this is actually taking place.
Probably that person's car. They probably knew what was happening. Yo, that crab crawl when she gets blasted back.
She is wearing a mask. Like, girl, you want to go burn up a homeboy car in this mask?
She really got effed up. She actually got up from that too. Like that's crazy.
And her face wasn't even burned.
Because it's not the first time she's done it. That's why.
Y'all think
my car before?
But both of them got up. I don't think I would get up from either one of them.
Y'all think the triple crawl off?
Y'all think the glass on the ground came from the car that she hit behind her, or y'all think that was?
Yeah, probably from a skull cracking that glass. I'm sure she's got a concussion.
She got brain damage. She already had brain damage because you're setting someone's car on fire. So now it's worse.
Oh,
she definitely did crawl out of there like a silverback ape, didn't she?
So which one was the bigger blast?
That guy get hit by that damn car.
What you mean? A lady had an explosion in her face, Ty. What are you talking about?
No, I'd rather that than that car. That car effed them up. There's nothing worse than back pain.
There's nothing worse than back pain. You know that's going to hurt every time it rains, right?
It's back. Her face is probably gonna. It was probably ugly anyway.
She had on a mask though, so she's fine.
She did have a mask. All right, better use of technology. Here goes. Here goes another version of a car crash, but just take a look. Here we go.
Oh, what is she? Is that her wig? Oh my god, yo, that's her wig.
Clearly fake, but you can take a look at it one more time.
Oh my god. Oh, what is she? Is that her wig? Oh my god, yo, that's her wig.
All right, was that a better use?
Do you want me to comment on that? Because if I do, you're not gonna like my response.
What was your response?
Were those white men laughing at a black woman saying, "Was that her wig?"
Yahtzee, Dex, you on it tonight, son. You on it tonight.
It also was a skit, so the black woman was complicit.
Why couldn't they use a white woman then?
I mean, let's take another look. Let's see if it was a black woman. I don't know if it was or not. Let's look.
Oh my god. Oh, what is she? Is that her wig? Oh my god, yo, that's her wig.
Oh, we can see really a back. We can't really tell if it's
a black back.
Oh, God.
Isn't it that comedian guy who dresses up like that girl with the green hair? I thought that was him.
I don't know who you're referencing, but yeah.
No.
K-Way, you're talking about K-Way.
Moving on. Was that better use of technology than this edition of Ty?
It's my wedding day.
Fake Trump.
It is my wedding day, and I cannot wait. Last night, husband and I got into a huge fight in front of both of his brothers. I do feel bad, but him and I talked about it, and we're not going to throw away just because we had an argument or two. Plus, I'm flying back to the U.S. tomorrow. It's time to get your butt out of bed. Get up.
I still want to marry Lisa because I love her so very much.
My wedding day.
Happy with her. I'm very, very happy at this moment. And I'm just imagining how my life is going to be in America.
God. When we walk, there is more people than I expected. And And I have no clue what's going on at this time.
Last night, Lisa had a big blow up in front of my brother. Okay.
To be my lovely wedded wife, do take you.
Do take you.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Amen. Okay.
Dinner dress.
Then we'll go for the reception. Eating. Celebration.
Anything you want, I'm gonna do for you, girl.
So which one was the better use of technology?
I actually watched it. And I'm going with that 90 Day Fiance because Homegirl don't look that far off.
I thought that's like they did an awesome job with the editing. Like it really looked real.
I looked at that. I was like, wait a minute. Why does this look like Donald Trump? That was crazy.
It was strange. It was a lot. It was a lot. All right, time for Dex is BS report.
All right, guys. So Dex's BS report, the way it works, I tell 3 stories. 2 of the stories are true. 1 of the stories is 100% a lie. It's up to these guys and you guys in the comments to let us know like what's true and what's a lie. All right. So the first story is there is a big protest planned for this weekend against Disney and Beyonce. Beyonce is releasing a new movie called Black is King on Disney Plus, and there are a lot of women who are very upset. One reader said, "I'm canceling my Disney subscription once I saw the Black is King promo. I have 3 young white boys who do not need to question their worthiness or existence. They definitely do not need a celebrity to send them message because they are not black, aka a king. They are not. They are equal. This is shameful." There's a big protest planned, and there's a lot of people that are saying that they're going to take part in it because Disney should not be running that Black is King promo with Beyonce. If you live in certain states, you might want to look up the word glory hole. A glory hole is a small hole put into a partition that allows people to engage with skin-to-skin contact. The glory holes can prevent COVID. So if you really wanted to, have sex and stuff like that, and you don't want to catch COVID, there are a lot of places that are recommending glory holes. And finally, there's a man who is really thankful these days. There was a parasailing accident where a man lost his leg, and the leg was found in a river, a body of water, and the person decided, like, hey, you can have your leg back, but you have to pay me money for it. The man is now demanding that police step in and try to, help him get his leg back without having to pay for it. All right, guys, what's true? What's a lie?
Ain't nobody, black or white, boycotting Beyonce. Not a soul. Them little police tried it when she produced Lemonade, and then guess what? Guess where they was at? Right at the concert.
Jason, Ty?
I mean, I wanted to say the Beyonce one's false, but
I'm gonna say the last story is false.
I say the last one. Yeah, I can't see anybody making somebody pay to get their leg back. That's kind of trifling.
I feel like a glory hole would prevent COVID.
Definitely prevents COVID. Yeah, of course.
Well, there is a man in Vermont who is needing to get his leg back, and he's going to have to cough up a couple dollars to get that leg back. If you do want to avoid catching COVID, you could use a glory hole, but there is nobody protesting Beyonce's Black is King. However, people are really upset about it, and that passage that I read was a real passage from someone, but there's no planned protest. Ladies and gentlemen,
they could be upset.
You can be mad. Stay mad.
Y'all can stay mad and stay ugly, because Beyonce gonna get her black coins.
Already been paid.
That check already cleared. She's
already spent. Not already cleared. Already spent. Like already gone.
Got that
money. Money's gone. Just like another unsolved mystery for Beyonce. Did she have to give that money back from Coachella when she decided that she was going to get pregnant instead? Remember when she signed that check? She signed on to do Coachella knowing she was pregnant, and then was like, just kidding, I'm not going to do it. And people couldn't get their money back. I wonder if she had to give that check back.
Nah.
Not only did she not get that money back, they gave her an additional check for her inconvenience.
Next year, it has the only Coachella Netflix special in the history of Netflix.
And she signed like a 3-deal or 4-deal thing with Netflix.
She made it back.
They had to pay her even more money. So no, she didn't give anything back.
She made money to have them babies.
They gave her money for her inconvenience.
They gave her inconvenience.
They apologized for thinking about having their little show.
Queen, we're so sorry for doing this around your pregnancy.
Our ill-timed Coachella. We apologize.
That's right. All right, that was Dex's BS report for the day. Bill, time for seats. I don't know why I said Bill because it's Todd's
I don't know why you said Bill.
I think we should take it back to the beginning where we remind people that all these seats started with Brandy. So who wants to meet Brandy?
The reason this also started with Brandy was because back in 2014, she had a concert scheduled in South Africa in a 90,000 seat stadium, and they said 16 people showed up. So there we go. That's why we have seats, and we have plenty of them for many people.
So who wants to meet Brandy for your seat?
I'm going to go ahead. I do have a seat. To all of those folks, and I had to post this earlier today. So those of you who think Bill Gates and Donald Trump and the United States government has this overwhelming need to implant you with a chip to understand your whereabouts, please have a seat with a bleach margarita. You all have cell phones and licenses, IDs. You all surf Al Gore's free internet.
Social security numbers.
Use social security numbers, and you unlock your cell phones with your face and fingerprints. The government doesn't need anything else to track you in their already established database. They don't need a chip. You all need to have a seat and a bleach margarita to go along with it.
The chip they're going to put in your skin, they put it in your pocket. It's called your cell phone. Thank you.
Yeah, and you upgrade it every year.
Every year, make sure it's working, don't you? Got a warranty for it and everything. You got a warranty for it.
And you pay for it. You pay for that chip.
And you pay for the insurance to get it covered when you break.
Latest and greatest every year.
And your people's car, your car, my car tracks where I'm going. It'll be like, I get in my car a certain time. It'll be like heading to work. No, are you business?
And then when you put your watch on, your watch reminds you you're usually further along than this.
Knows what you're doing.
Step it up, kidnap you. We need you to be right here. This is what we got. I have two really quick seats. The first seat I have is for Cash App or whoever tried to hack my Cash App. So like basically, I went to go get a haircut the other day, and I paid my barber through Cash App, and I was in the chair, and I'm like, okay, let me Cash App the guy, and like it kept saying like failed. I'm like, well, I know there's money there. So I kept trying to do it. And then eventually I ended up having to go to the actual bank. Have y'all touched money, like real money? I can't tell you the last time I touched money. And I touched it. It was like, this feels weird.
Yeah, it's like real
there was COVID on it.
It was just weird, like touching money. And I did it because I had to pay it, whatever. Then I realized my Cash App was like compromised. They said it was like fraudulent activity. The reason I had to give Cash App a seat because I emailed them like, what's going on here? I should probably know for my banking purposes. Nobody responds to you. How do you have a company that deals with people's money and there's nobody to talk to?
There's literally no one to talk to. That's why I don't use Cash App.
That's stupid.
If something goes wrong, there's nobody to fix it.
Then my second seat is going to go to Walmart and CVS for being pussies. I have an issue with people who like back down. So like there was a big thing a couple weeks ago where Walmart was like, look, if you're gonna come in here, COVID is happening right now. If you're coming in here, you're going to have to wear a mask. Then there was incidents where people were trying to be belligerent and someone actually was killed because they were trying to enforce somebody wearing the mask. So like the solution that these organizations are coming up with is saying like, okay, well, we're not gonna force people to wear a mask. I think that is BS. I think that if a person wants to come into an establishment, they have to wear a mask. That's your policy. The same way you tell people they have to wear shoes and shirts to come into the store. You are allowed to do that. And if a person kills someone because they have decided that they don't want to wear a mask, they should get the death penalty immediately. I just don't really understand why we're cowering down to people who don't want to put safety first. That's it.
Just a note.
She's such a feminist. It's so weird. Like you can't say nothing. I wanted to say like I wanted to, for you guys on the podcast listening, I used the P word, which never do, but I shouldn't have used that. But I used that word or whatever because I wanted to be derogatory, because I wanted to be negative against these companies. And then this young woman says, like, P word is
not this. Come back like she's
this
just anybody.
woman. So she said that, and it's just like one of those things. Like, feminists are killing me. Like, you can't say nothing. You can't even be insulting these days without these people saying, like, well, you can't say that.
Yeah, it can't be insulting. That's the whole point. You cannot be insulting.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Tanae. Now look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm cowering down like Walmart is
cowering.
Yeah, Walmart. Now who's the pussy?
Bill, did you give a seat?
I did. I went first.
Ty, did you give a seat?
I don't give seats. I host them. Do you have
All right. I had a seat, but I forgot what it was. All right. Ty, do you want to give your seat?
I did have an argument with the company. I won't name them, so I don't want to give them any business, but I had ordered some appliances from them, and they called, but you get a lot of missed calls from spam. And so they didn't leave a message, so I didn't call them back because I didn't know who that was. And so they're like, oh, we called. I'm like, but you didn't leave a message. So they were supposed to deliver my appliance. And they were like, oh, you missed it, so we're going to send it in 2 weeks. I said, So I laid those people out 2 weeks. So I'm seating that company because I'm not waiting to it. I said, you have exactly 3 days to deliver my appliances. Or you
what?
Can get a refund.
Oh.
They have it back to me in 2 days.
People ain't trying to do no refunds during COVID.
I know you're right.
I was like, I can get my stuff from anywhere. I try to support your little business.
Was it
black owned? No.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
You gonna stutter like that?
If there was a black owned appliance company, I would have used it though. But it's local. You know how you support local businesses.
Yeah, I get you. I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have told them that you want your appliances and your money back.
You think? Come on, Warrior. You're not getting both.
Not during COVID, you're not.
So that's my seat.
That is your seat. I tried to think about it while you were doing yours. I couldn't remember.
I mean, you had a good week. It's okay to not have a seat. Sometimes
I had one. It just apparently it wasn't that great.
Are you still in court, battling court cases?
In court? It's no. Like those are the.
You remember you killed that bird and the bird's family took you to court?
What?
You know he's been drinking.
Making up stuff. Like, yeah, you just a drunkard over here making
up drunk.
Now just lie to the people while I drink my ginger ale. Lie.
Yeah, you're spiked.
Your eyes are almost on the floor.
Spiked ginger ale.
That's because I worked today. I worked every single day. Defending America's freedom while you all sit on your fat behinds and do nothing.
Okay. In order for your ass to get fat, you gotta work it.
All right. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. If you saw your name pop up on the screen at least once, that means that we appreciate your communication. We appreciate your participation. That's what I was trying to say in the show. Bill's trying to plug a book that is available on Amazon.com. Wisdom Wednesday, the book, not for resale. It is available on Amazon.com.
It's just the proof of life.
Okay.
What?
Since we're in the spirit of plugging, this week tomorrow actually is the 1 year anniversary of my engagement. I've been engaged for 1 year at this point. And also, before I go into that, shout out to everybody who watched on YouTube as well. This is my 1 year anniversary of my engagement. So my fiance and I decided that we wanted to do something to celebrate other engaged couples or married couples. So we launched a new series. It's called Industry Friends Love Stuck. It premieres this Thursday. It's going to be 10 episodes or so that is different couples who have been engaged, and we explore their engagement story because we feel like a lot of people, after an engagement happens, nobody talks about it anymore. And I have a special crossover episode because I have officially interviewed everybody on Bro Talk Live because Jason and Ty, who are both engaged and married, both appear on the show.
Sadly, we couldn't get interviewed for our actual careers, Ty, and that we had to just be interviewed for our ways of getting women.
Yeah, like our careers didn't matter to that. It was like, but you guys got nice wives.
Engagements too.
It's what it is.
William got interviewed for his actual career though.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, was another amazing interview. I'm just saying.
Maybe check out Industry Friends everywhere podcasts are available, including the iHeartRadio app, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. All right. You can also check out Bro Talk Live on all of those same 3 channels. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter all week long. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Ty, you look like you had something to say on the top.
Before we go, William, can you name those words just one more time?
Oh, no,
like y'all really want to play tonight?
Just one more time.
Like, are we doing this again?
Just one more time.
You did it already, Ty. I mean, you did it already, Bill. Make Dex do it.
I did do it again. I did do it already. I can remember them, but I did do it already.
I want to hear
you do it. I want to hear Dex.
Diaper.
No, Dex. Dex.
Diaper, screwdriver, top, wrench. Diaper, screwdriver, top, wrench. I think that's it.
No.
Wrong order.
Top, screwdriver, diaper.
Say it again.
Diaper.
Wrench, sock, top, diaper, screwdriver, diaper.
Bill's right. Bill could be president. Dex could not.
We'll also write them down. Like every time he said it, he would
not lie.
Well, pan that camera down. Let me see what's on that desk of yours.
Yeah, he got a little notepad.
Nothing.
President Dex could never. This has been another edition of Bro Talk Live. We will see you